The 60s was an incredible period for Australian society, or youth of Australian society, definitely. I was riding on the crest of an incredible Australian music wave, a surge. We didn't really have a view of a war anywhere until we were personally caught up in it. The ballot to go to Vietnam, they used the Tattersalls barrel in Melbourne, all these wooden marbles with numbers on them. Everybody born on that day was going to go off to Vietnam. My attitude was purely and simply, if it was good enough for anyone else, it was good enough for me. Most of my time in Vietnam was really routine stuff. Out on a highway, protection for vehicle convoys, land clearing teams and things like that. We'd be in the jungle a fair bit, taking infantry in. I think the closest I came to getting killed was from an artillery round from one of our own batteries, and a couple of rocket-propelled grenades burst in the tree just behind me. There had been a lot of publicity of soldiers coming back and having things like pig's blood and red paint spilled all over them and called child killers. Eventually, the profile of returning had diminished to a point where we were coming home in the middle of the night. The Vietnam Veterans Welcome Home Parade had been planned. None of us were quite prepared for what happened. We turned around and looked down and just saw tens of thousands of Vietnam veterans lining up in parade formation. There were 504 flags leading the parade for an Australian service person who lost their life. The first people we met were First and Second World War diggers, and they were clapping and applauding us and saying welcome home, and there were tears in their eyes. And I think for us there must have been hundreds of gallons of tears that day.